Before we brush up on our builds, guys, make sure you brush up on yo teeth with today's sponsor, Quip. Quip is the affordable electric toothbrush, guys. And if you want to help support the Twitchiest community, and if you want to brush up on more than just your builds, make sure to check out the link down below, guys, before or after the video. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the video. Hello everybody, Incon here. In this episode of Items You Aren't Buying, we're going to be talking about Shoguns, Kusari, and Talisman of Energy, when to pick them up, who you're picking them up on, and what the differences are for each situation. So first off, who can be buying these items? What type of roles are going to be buying this? These are actually pretty versatile, guys, and situationally, every single role except for mages can possibly be picking up these items. Sorry for you mid laners, but you could be running a mid lane hunter, in which case this might actually be an item you want to consider at some point during the game. So realistically, most of your situations, you're going to be picking up these items on your tankier characters, on your solo laners, on your guardians, even some of your junglers. We'll talk about that specific hunter situation at some point during the video. But step one, let's talk about what actually makes these items what they are. So they both are going to be providing magical defense. That's important for both of them. Shogun's Kusari is a 2200 gold cost item. 60 magical protections, 20 MP5, nobody cares about the MP5, 10% cooldown reduction, 20% CCR, and what really connects these items, Aura. Allied gods within 70 units have their attack speed increased by 20%. On the flip side, guys, we have Talisman of Energy. Talisman of Energy is going to be providing 60 magical protections, very similar to Shoguns. We're also going to have 300 health, and that's it as far as base stats go. So a lot simpler on the base stats, costing 2,150 gold, so very similar in cost as well. But the passive is going to be every time you get a kill or assist on enemies, causes you and your allies within 70 units to gain stacks of energy. Energy stacks provide 2% movement speed and 2% attack speed and 10 MP5. Lasts 8 seconds, stacks up to 6 times. Should be noted, when you get a new stack, it basically refreshes your Talisman of Energy, which means it could give up to a total of 12% movement speed, 12% attack speed, and 60 MP5. So on the whole, it is 8% less attack speed than Shoguns, but you get the other stuff statistically for your team as well, and you lose some of those solo stats for yourself. We know what these items do, and now that we know who we're looking to pick them up on, what type of situation are we grabbing these items? Well, right off the bat, obviously, you're looking to pick these items up. One, if you need magical defense. As far as magical defense items go, they are both decent. I lean into Talisman of Energy if you're looking for something straight defense-wise and you're not so concerned about the attack speed, because just generically, movement speed is always going to be good for your team. And there's better magical defense items than like Shogun's Kusari just in general. So Shogun's is going to be a lot more streamlined specific, going for helping your teammates with attack speed. Talisman of Energy is definitely a lot more vague. It's a lot easier to pick up in multiple situations, even in situations where maybe you don't need more attack speed on your team. Your team always benefits from more movement speed. It doesn't matter if they need attack speed. At the end of the day, if you're moving up to, say, 12% faster on a Raijin, he's getting hit by less abilities because he just barely made it out of the Janus Unstable Vortex. So Talisman is always an item you can consider picking up. Now, that isn't to say that our friend Shogun's Kusari is bad, because he's not, but he's a lot more streamlined. Shogun's Kusari is an item that you're looking to pick up specifically to bring attack speed to your team, which means you're looking at multiple attack speed characters on your team. Typically, if you're just running an ADC and that's everybody that's going to be utilizing attack speed, then you're probably just not going to even consider it, because you don't want to be wasting it on just buffing one person. But say you have Shiblanka ADC, cool, kind of standard. Maybe you've got a Chronos middle. Maybe you've got a Soul middle. Maybe you've got an Arachne jungle, a Mercury jungle, some of these junglers that are utilizing attack speed, a mid laner that utilizes attack speed. If you've got 3 characters on your team that need attack speed, I love Shoguns. I wouldn't even think about it. I would just turn your brain off, grab it, because realistically, you're giving 60% attack speed out, which is a ton of attack speed once you counter in the 20% for 3 different people. I mean, you're going to get the attack speed too, but like it doesn't really matter, right? So the important attack speed is going to be 60%. If you have 2 attack speed characters on your team, I would consider Shoguns if they also have a lot of magic damage. So if you're going to be getting value out of the Shoguns as a magical defense item and providing benefit to 2 big auto attackers on your team, you can also consider it in that situation. Now, it should be noted that you can actually pick up both of these items. This isn't so much like maybe Witchblade versus Midgardian Mail, where you typically are almost never going to pick up both of those. But Talisman of Energy and Shogun's Kuzari do stack with each other, and they scale pretty well. So let's say you're going against a heavy magic damage team. They've got 3 major magic damage dealers, or even 2 major magic damage dealers, plus like the support, which happens to be a Guardian or something. And then just 2 regular physicals. But you've got 2 or 3 auto attackers on your team. You pick up the Talisman of Energy and the Shoguns. You're providing 32% attack speed at maximum, plus 12% movement speed. And let's be real here, typically characters that like attack speed also like movement speed. They like to be able to auto attack kind of on the run, especially if you've got a heavenly agility. Now they've got that 12% bonus movement speed plus the stacking from the heavenly agility, plus you have presumably have the tier 2, so they have the fatalis effect, so they don't have any auto attack penalty, so they're just running around like madmen shooting at everything. Is a very, very strong combination. That situation doesn't arise that often. You have to specifically, of course, have magical damage on the enemy team plus auto attackers on your team. But if that situation does arise, don't be afraid to grab both these items at the same time. Now, for our ADC friends out there, you're thinking, okay, is there really a situation where I pick up these 2 items? The answer is kind of. You never pick up Shogun's Kusari. Don't worry about it. It's off your checklist. But Talisman of Energy is actually something you should be considering on your hunters. It's never going to be something that you get early. I don't even want you to spell Talisman of Energy for your first 4 items. But once you get into your 5th, 6th items, when you're getting into the late game, when you're getting closer into the team fight stage, I don't mind you considering Talisman of Energy if you really need the sustain, if you really are in trouble, if you're dying a lot. 300 health is just good for anybody. That's a lot of health. The magical protections is very strong. If you're against a magical ADC, you're against a Soul, you're against a Chronos. Even some of these other magical ADCs people are running now, people are running like Vulcan, Poseidon ADC. So you can also consider it in those situations as well. But get it in the very late stages of the game when you're against a lot of magical damage. Just something as easy as that movement speed can help you stay alive by dodging some of those abilities. So if you feel like you absolutely have to, the answer is yes, you can pick up Talisman of Energy. Yes, pro players have done it before. Just be very careful, and it's not like they have 1 magic damage, I'm going to pick it up. It's like they have a lot of magic damage. That's basically it, guys. Don't be afraid to throw these items in your build. And don't forget that something like a Shogun's Kuzari, even Talisman of Energy to an extent, they can be really helpful for doing objectives. Shogun's Kuzari is going to let you burn Fire Giant, let you burn Gold Fury, can be very strong in those situations. And on the flip side, Talisman of Energy is great for both assaulting and defending your Phoenixes. You're going to clear that full wave, which means you're going to get all the stacks right in the team fight, right when you need it, just by nature of AoEs accidentally hitting the minions, which is going to give you that bonus attack speed for killing the Phoenix. It's going to give you the movement speed for getting out of the way of abilities. And on defense, the exact same thing. It's going to give you the increased attack speed to try to take down the opponent. Presumably, they've got like Fire Giant and they're pushing you. Anything at that point helps, and especially being able to avoid abilities with the movement speed is very, very crucial. So I love Talisman of Energy for tower defenses, tower aggression, and I love Shoguns for objective aggression that's not towers. So I'm talking Gold Fury, Fire Portal, Fire Giant. Works great in those situations. This is that last little tidbit for you guys, but thank you so much for watching the video. Please let me know, guys, down in the comments if you want to see other videos, other things you want to see comparisons of, whether it's gods, whether it's early game, late game items, an objective, anything. Just let me know, please. I want to be more helpful. I want to make more videos like this. The first one got great feedback, which is awesome because I just wanted to help you guys learn some stuff about Smite and, you know, a little bit more intricate, in-depth analysis of when you should be buying this kind of stuff or anything else we need to cover. So thank you guys so much for your support, and as always, have a twitching day, y'all. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell, guys, in order to get notifications for our uploads. If you want to go the extra mile to help support the Twitchiest community, you can always go to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Incon and use your Twitch Prime sub there. It's a great way to help support the community. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a twitchin' day, y'all.